Alright, so 1 second and we will begin. Alright, so am I all set? I believe I'm all set. Double check some audio. Audio seems fine there. Game seems good. How's my lighting? Is that any better? Sure, we'll go there. A little bit brighter, but whatever. Alright, well, hey, what's going on, everybody? EnteR ChazmaN here, and I'm back with stream number 4 for the game SOMA. Technically a PS4 game, but I'm playing it on PlayStation 5. I feel like I'm close to the end of the game. I'm going to try my best to knock out this game tonight. So tomorrow I have a lot of projects to work on, and I'd like to focus on those. So let's at least get this one Halloween stream game out of the way. What do you say? Alright, so controller, got my mic. So, how are you guys? Hopefully your Halloween and your spooky season's going pretty spooky. Mine has been fairly spooky. I covered a movie, been playing some games. I think I'm planning on another project I want to start up. Oop. Okay, those took a second to pop in. Okay, so... I gotta remember just exactly what I was doing in this game. There's something in there. Power suits tested. Interesting.
Don't forget, we need a Cortex chip, structure gel, and a power pack to get the suit ready.
Okay, and where exactly do I find all of that? these things supposed to shine when I see them, or? Still not quite sure how I know. Fault located. Cause. No idea. Find tau, find alpha, take the gel to alpha.
Strasky, are you there?
I hear you, Herbie. What's up?
Just wanted to check in. I have to go do something. I might not be around for a few days, okay?
Rally Herbert leaving the listening post? Must be important.
It is, Strask. It is.
Okay then. Stay safe.
Omicron, can you hear us?
Loud and clear. Everyone all right?
We will be as soon as we make friends with the power suits.
I'm sure you'll get used to it.
Just wanted to check in before we pass the last working Lumar probe. Guys, any last words to Omicron? Don't forget to pick us up. You heard that, right?
Don't worry, we won't forget.
All right. Heading into radio silence.
Good luck, guys. Tau, please respond. This is Rowley Herber calling from Omicron. Please respond, Tau.
Unable to connect. Lumar relay out of range.
Yeah, I get it.
Unable to connect. Lumar relay out of range.
We need about a vat full of structure gel to tie the body, the cortex chip, and the battery pack together.
So I need some sort of gel and a battery pack. just started playing. I'm already almost at the point. I gotta look up exactly what I'm doing. Magnetic door. The midsection. What's this? Is this the gel? I'm gonna have to look it up. I've no idea what I'm doing right now. I mean, it says to go into the clean room. Which one's the clean room? inventory. Oh, what's this? Right now. Oh, what's this terminal? Kind of scared me. I wasn't paying attention. Okay, so here's a new area. Ew. Connectivity. If you've been charged and executed. Something in there. There's the dead rat. Got the gel. Just one more.
asked you... Why would you ask that?
I think Ross is trying to tell me something.
About Site Alpha?
He wants me to go down to the abyss and find it. Crazy, right? You've been down there. I just thought you could talk some sense into me.
Ronnie, I'm not at liberty to... I can't talk about that.
What?
Okay, now we're gonna find another one. In here. Oh, it's the rest of the people.
Johann Ross was found dead on the climber this morning. The ARC team went down a couple of days ago, but I see no reason to suspect them playing a part in his death. The climber can't be operated from the abyss, so there was a scheduled retrieval. The climber returned with only the lifeless body of Alpha member Johann Ross. No traces of the ARC team. Cameron, Eames, Lansky, all studying the body inside containment. I'll follow up with whatever they find. Delenda Est. The WOW has been getting more aggressive, pushing all systems to their limits. Ironically, the dead Dr. Johann Ross would be the perfect person to ask why the WOW is making such a big buzz about his passing. After all, the WOW isn't supposed to want anything, and definitely not to mourn people. The system overload affects the staff considerably. Headaches, loss of sleep, unwarranted stress. And it seems to be getting worse. I could use some advice if you can get through. Delenda Est. Things are out of hand. The staff looks like they're about to explode. Every other person walks around with nosebleeds, and the rest keep wiping stains of blood from their eyes to keep them from overflowing. It's to do with the WOW trying to free Ross somehow, for sure. At this point, I wouldn't be surprised if the body just got up and left. Rally Herber, our dispatcher, has been snooping around asking questions she shouldn't. She says she's going down into the abyss to find Alpha. I can't bring myself to stop her.
Looks like a battery. Too bad maybe that's not the battery I need. like his die. Really, dude? It's not moving at all. Oh no! Oh, how did he see me? Come on, really? Really?
managed to piss off another one of WoW's monsters.
We have everything we need, right?
Yeah. Let's get to work. This is crazy.
Don't worry, it'll work. Make sure it's all bunched together with the structure gel connecting all the parts. All right, try activating the suit from the terminal again.
I can't believe we're doing this.
It will be fine.
Then why don't we put you in the suit?
I was gonna suggest that if you refused.
You'd go without me.
I need to do this, Simon. This is important. I need to launch the Ark.
You'd really do it. Change body.
Yes, if you want to stay here, I'm not gonna stand in your way. I don't want to tell you what to do.
What would it be like before? Close my eyes and then...
And then open them again.
All right. Let's do it.
Thank you, Simon. Go sit in the pilot seat in the next room. You might need to boot it up.
Okay, where are you gonna plug in at? I guess I don't need to do that.
We need to loop back the activity manifested by your current Cortex chip, run it through the amplifier, feed it into the new chip, and then make sure it's synced.
You lost me halfway there.
You don't really need to understand it, just make them line up.
It's like right there. So I got 15, 10, 5, 0. I mean, I don't see how it can be any closer than that. It's nowhere near. It's like that. Too extended. That right there. Maybe one? No. It's gotta be 3. Can't be that one. Alright, well, I don't... I feel like I've tried, like, every combo here. Says it's 157? Oh shoot.
That's everything. You can climb into the pilot
I
seat
don't
now.
know why I didn't get that.
Already?
I have everything under control, so please, have a seat. Sorry about any discomfort. This should be over soon.
It's like having your picture taken.
But with the most expensive camera in the world.
You know, Indians thought photos would steal their souls.
In this case, they'd be right.
There must be something wrong. Can't you run a diagnosis or something?
What was that?
No, it's just...
Why was it still talking?
It's the same like before.
Catherine, why was he still talking?
That's how it works, you know that.
What do you mean?
You know it's not magic. You were copied. The sleeping Simon in the sea was copied, and now you are here, just like Simon lived on in Toronto.
God damn you, Kath. 2 Simons? There can't be 2 Simons.
What did you think would happen?
That you were gonna take my mind and put it into another body, like a brain transplant.
I'm sorry, it wouldn't work that way.
You realize how messed up this is?
Please, I didn't mean to upset you.
How did you expect me to react to this shit?
Please stop.
You're fucking disgusting. What's gonna happen to him?
He'll sleep for a while, a few days.
And then what? Wake up in this fucking nightmare again? All alone? So cruel.
Well, what do you want me to do with him? Make friends? Let him know that we have to leave him behind when we go into the abyss?
What if he didn't need to wake up?
You'd do that?
I don't know. Maybe.
There. I set it up for you. Hit the switch if you want to drain his battery. He'll die within a minute. I'd rather not stay plugged in any longer.
Hit the switch. Which switch? I don't think they would make you wait around this long. Oh no, he's dead. Okay. Do I just drop down? I'm gonna do it. What? I think I died. I thought that's what I was supposed to do. The level is literally called The Descent. Or maybe it is a climb. Yep. Funny. Little machine gun.
Are we done here?
Yeah,
Activate the climber, please.
sure thing. Figured out what happens when we die yet? Is that even possible? Is there some kind of afterlife? Do you think my place is taken? The real me died like 100 years ago. Is there still room for me? And what about the Simon I killed at Omicron? What do you think, Catherine? Is there a heaven full of redundant copies of the same people? Is there someone up there who called me an imposter? It's dumb luck, right? I woke up in the right body. I basically flipped a coin, and if I had called the wrong side, I'd be rotting away at Omicron. I mean, there's nowhere to know, right? You didn't hit the make sure Simon wakes up in the right body switch, did you? Not that you would know. I mean, he would still claim to be the right Simon. Christ. This is awful. We did an awful fucking thing. And you wouldn't mind? Why would you? How could you know that it's not me, the me that I am, the same that I've always been? Please say something. I don't want to think. Please.
I don't know what to say. I don't want to upset you.
Say anything.
When I was little, I used to climb the stairs all the way to the top of the building. And I could still feel how I had to, tuck my arm so I could push the heavy steel door open. Well, the first time that I dared go up there, I stepped out onto the roof and watched the smog rise and fall over Taipei. I got all the way up to the corner ledge and, I felt the warm wind in my hair, and the sun was setting and the streets below were shadowed by the tall buildings. The people pushing through the crowd flowed like paint from an artist's brush. Street food vendors filled the air with aromas of all my favorite foods. For a brief moment, I felt connected to the world in a way that I never had before. It was the most profound feeling of comfort and sense of belonging I could ever hope for. I really never felt the same way again, but I went up to the roof many times after. I'm not religious, but I can see why people would be. The privilege of being makes a strong case, at least every once in a while.
Do you still feel that sense of awe? Even like this?
Things are different, but we're still here.
What's the point of going on? Everyone's gone. All the people still left are digital copies trapped in computers at the bottom of the sea. We'll never be able to rebuild or reclaim what we were.
Are you really so unhappy being what you are, or is this about the man who went for a scan 100 years ago?
Both, I guess. When I was back in Toronto, even the worst case, the darkest futures I could predict, they at least included my previous life somehow. I feel so uprooted. There's nothing here that I recognize, nothing that makes me feel like I belong. Even if we make it to the Ark, would it be any different? I'd still be alone. No friends. No family.
You could make new friends. I'm sure everyone would like to know the time traveler. If not, you still have...
Oh, shoot.
Catherine? Kath? Hello, Catherine. What happened?
Look at the jellyfish.
I know it's not much, but why have we stopped moving?
The power blacked out for a moment. Think it could be the atmospheric pressure. It's pushing pretty hard, really testing the limits of my suit.
Don't worry, it should hold.
Comforting.
It will hold.
Okay, what do I do next? Oh, I gotta sit up.
Does time freeze when you're not powered?
Time feels omitted more than anything.
What's the difference?
I don't feel like I'm being held back or hindered. And I don't have the opportunity to reflect on the time I'm missing. It's simply missing.
Sounds like sleeping without the dreaming.
Yes. But generally you anticipate when you're about to sleep, and there's a natural continuation since we tend to wake up where we went to sleep. My experience is more like an ever-changing moment that never really seems to find closure.
Sounds kind of like a movie being edited live.
I suppose so. I guess it sounds exciting, but it really keeps me activated to the point of exhaustion.
It's rough.
Could be worse. Could be a time traveler stuck in a body made from black goo.
That'd be the worst.
What the heck?
You did it! You did it! I will make preparations.
What does it mean?
scared you're back.
What happened?
Something dropped onto the cage. Knocks you right out.
It spoke to me.
Looked like a man, one of WoW's creatures. It just stared at you for a moment, then threw itself down the abyss.
It said it would make preparations. I don't like the sound of that.
It was very strange. I thought it was going to kill you for sure. I'm glad it didn't.
Yeah, me too. Looks like we're closing in on the ocean floor.
Good. Not sure the climber can take it much longer. Okay, so this is the Omega Sector. It's about an acre of the abyssal plan used by Pathos 2. I expect we'll have to do some walking before we reach Tau.
You haven't been here before?
Not in a way that'll help us.
Right, the off-E who's been here. You're following your old footsteps, Kat.
When I had footsteps.
You could still be down here somewhere, technically.
Don't remind me, freaks me out. Alright, let's head for Tau and find that ark.
It is very blurry here.
Come in, Tau. Please answer, Tau. Nothing. It's dead.
Let's move out. We'll try the next one.
Stick to the lamplights. They won't go near them.
I can't, Valglasser. It's important I reach Omicron. Our future depends on it.
Calm down. Let's just follow the path.
If I die, I need you to tell Julia Dahl that the WoW is out of control. She needs to get to Sarang. He'll know what to do.
Raj, you can tell him yourself. We just need to pick up the pace, okay?
Glass! We lost the path! We need to go back!
I know where to go. Come on.
It's over there! The light is over there!
Final push, Raj. Almost there. We just...
I'm not going to look at it. Just going to keep running. see something red in the distance.
Can you hear this? Anyone there?
This is Tau. Who is this?
This is Ian Peterson of Theta calling. I got a team with me, and we're about half a kilometer from Tau.
What? How did... You came in the climber?
Listen, we're having a really hard time with this sector. Heavy turbulence is making it difficult to move forward, and the wildlife you got is absolutely rabid.
The storm comes and goes. Instruments show the weather is relatively fair right now. You should move out as soon as possible. Stick to the lights. The critters should leave you alone.
All right, you heard the man. We're moving out, people. Tau, keep the doors unlocked. We're coming in.
Guessing I'm supposed to stick with this buddy? Spiders. Tau. Gotta be closed. This has gotta be the closest game of the game.
Happier to be inside. Let's find the Ark.
Welcome to Tau. What's left of it.
You guys all right? What happened here?
We ran out of real food long ago. People have been getting sick. Haven't heard from anyone in months.
No shit, they all think you're dead down here. Some failed evac story circulating at Omicron.
Oh, God.
Listen, son. We're on an important mission, and we need your help to operate the Omega space gun. When it's done, we can all head back up the plateau. But now we need to get moving.
Of course. Head on through to the habitat. We shut off the front section to preserve power.
All right. See you soon.
So there's one person missing. Or one suit of some sort. magically figure out where to go here? I think I did.
Anything for him?
No. We're out of sedatives. If we had a gun, this would be the time to pull it out.
Did not expect it to end like
Is this the last part to SOMA?
Should have
Yes,
jumped
I
the
believe
climber
I'm
back
towards
to
the end of the
Omicron.
game.
Without the
I'm trying
arc.
really hard to finish it tonight so I can start playing a new game tomorrow.
It's the only thing left of value. You know that.
Yeah.
Promise you won't leave it behind.
Well, I'll be dead one day. Then what?
Well, better keep it safe until then. Don't want the wow to take it, swallow it whole.
I'm sorry, Catherine.
It's okay, Ian. Just let it out. Let it all out.
LOL, you're a Modelo man. Yeah, I like Modelo. Typically Modelo or Corona or something. Sometimes like Blue Moon.
Did we do?
Hey, try not to think about it.
My whole life, I've been a good man. We messed up, Sarah.
There.
I should have launched. Taken the chance.
There's time. If Ashkin says we could try again, when things calm down.
You gotta do it, you know? You got to.
I've never been able to get to beer. You like those hard seltzers? No, I'd say I'm more of a beer person than seltzer.
We have to leave. We have to stop it.
I have a feeling I'd probably like some seltzers, but I haven't really drank too much of them. So I've got the dive room, and I've got this other room. Let's try the dive room first. That's a no-go. Oh, nope, something opened up. I gotta get cargo first. I mean, I can drink, honestly, I can drink almost anything, but except for like dark stuff, I never really got into like really dark lagers. I mean, I can still drink them, but... remotely locked.
Go away, wow. Not letting you or your stupid pets inside.
So what do I have to do here? Maybe there was an area over here I didn't look. Nope, I did. Something I have to do with a payload. But how do I activate that? Oh, the game is louder than my voice. Let me turn that up a little bit then. Hello, hello, hello. I think that's slightly louder. Alright, let me know how that goes. What game would you have played if you hadn't gotten the recommendation for this one? Honestly, I don't know. There's any number of games I had in mind. But, there was a game that actually literally came out today, which is one that I wanted to play. It's a game called Scorn, so I'm kind of just waiting for Waiting to finish this game because that game came out today. Oh, so there is something. It says there's something on this computer I didn't. Oh, I see. Okay, so I did what I needed to do. Lencho in chat says that's good. But yeah, like I was saying, I didn't really have anything to play. I knew I was going to be doing some Halloween videos and a couple other things, some prep work for a Halloween special podcast. Yeah, I mean, this is kind of, my buddy threw this game recommendation at me, and I was like, okay, I got nothing else to play, so this, and then I'll move on to the game scoring afterwards.
You're different. Go ahead, make yourself at home.
Whoa, how long's she been there?
Nice suit. Used to have one just like it.
Are you human?
Sarah Lindwall, payload technician at your service. A rare sight, am I right?
I'd say so. You're the first normal living human I've seen.
There's not many left down here. Most of them are up on the plateau.
You mean at Omicron?
Yeah.
There's no one alive at Omicron.
You've been there?
I've been all over. The power plant at Upsilon, the ruins of Lambda, the abandoned Delta, Theta.
You've been to Theta?
There's not a lot left of Pathos 2.
And, I'm the only living person you've met? You mean I'm the last living human on the planet?
Don't tell her that.
I'm sorry.
Who are you again?
Simon Jarrett.
Stationed out?
Nowhere. I used to work in a bookshop in Toronto. Long story.
Then what the hell are you doing here?
I'm trying to find the Ark.
Why would you? How do you know about that?
I've heard it's the last hope for mankind.
Damn right it is. Now what do you want with it?
Take it to the Gun at Phi. Launch it into space.
That was the plan, all right. I've been guarding it ever since we brought it back to Tau. Just couldn't bring myself to let go.
Let's chat says you don't do any Nintendo streams? Yeah, oh yeah. I do. I just haven't had the chance to do many Nintendo games.
And I certainly don't have the time to wait for the next sentient thing shuffling through here. Go ahead. Take it.
Thank you. Can I get you anything? Do anything for you?
You could kill me.
Good one.
If I knew you'd come, I would have cleaned this place up a little bit.
You serious about me killing you?
No, I'd love to hang around here until I dry up to the size of a raisin. Simon, this fucking sucks. I don't want to live like this. I still can't believe I'm the last one. It's crazy. I'm glad you... Would you stay with me, please? It won't be long now. Just... Please, just stay.
No.
What a crazy thing this was. Life. At least I won't have to turn 30. Hooray.
This is so sad. Sheesh.
Wish I could have died at home with my friends. You ever been to Greenland? It's very beautiful. Well, at least when you get out of the city. Nanook is busy, and yes, there's like 12 million people trying to get around.
That new Pokemon, I played Pokemon Arceus. I actually did play that on stream.
Or rather, it was.
And we actually talked about it a little bit on our podcast.
Before the comet ended it all.
Yeah, pulled her plug. Yeah.
You know what? I prefer it this way. I liked pathos. Liked my colleagues. Ian, Nick, Jasper, even Catherine. People thought she was weird because she was quiet, but she was cool. Simon, you still there?
I'm here, Sarah.
Don't let him die, okay? Send them out there. To the stars.
Black box is inactive. Probably found a way to switch it off.
No. Scarlet Violets. Yeah, whenever that game comes out, I'll probably end up doing a stream for it. Alright, so let's keep going. What's on there? I was hoping to see Omicron today. The evacuation ordered the people of Theta was a gift and excuse to leave Alpha and abandon the WoW as the storm cleared. Monsters that WoW had facilitated were ambushed and forced back towards Tau. people from the plateau showed up. A group of engineers from Theta telling us they wanted to use the Omega space. Called the ARC. It's an artificial one that carries brain scans.
The pattern has stopped evolving. The WoW has managed to find balance. I convinced SSE Volcheck to turn off all external control systems, making the WoW our de facto caretaker. So far, it's exceeding expectations. Since the comet crashed a few days ago, January 12th, the WoW has dropped to a low energy state. It hasn't abandoned its duties. It's keeping climate and life support going, but it's been simplifying the pattern, redefining its protocol. The WoW has started to grow physically. It's not just the core chamber. All around Pathos 2, structure gel is bursting through the pipes and bleeding through walls. I don't know what WoW could possibly stand to gain from this, but I assume it is intentional. The heart of WoW has claimed such a large part of the core chamber that there can no longer be any question to its heightened awareness. Not only does its expansion suggest an unexpected understanding of space, but also its own physical manifestation within the world. The WoW is reaching out to every machine, every life form, to manipulate, to control. It's trying to help save its creators from all this, just like the protocol demands. But really, what is good enough? Where is the...
Interesting. Secrets halt are unable to equalize pressure. Lecho asks, what's going on in the game right now? Gosh, that's a really good question. Well, basically throughout this entire game, oh my gosh, the story in this game is so spooky. So basically, it's a lot of like AI, artificial intelligence, and like the world has ended. This is like a whole, basically this is an entire like science facility and science group that went under the sea, you know, just for scientific purposes and to learn and to study things. And basically a comet hit the Earth, basically eliminating all life. So the only people left remaining on the Earth or under the sea. And basically through a lot of like odd artificial intelligence, a certain scientist by the name of Catherine, who has been moving has scientifically found a way to move consciousness from being to being to different things. And while all of this stuff she was doing, there was also something in this game called the WoW, which is its own artificial intelligence, and this thing basically has gone like, I'm not gonna say rampant, but its whole procedure is to find a way to preserve the humans' lives and to do things. But with the Earth ending, I'm assuming the AI, artificial intelligence, came to like the realization that like, since humans have ended up on the, up on the top side, something happened that caused it to kind of go crazy with how it was protecting the humans. So instead of just like outright protecting them and their climate and their facilities underwater, it began like infusing them with some underwater creatures, and something the scientists discovered. Oh gosh, it's so crazy too. But basically, so I've kind of, up to this point, I feel like I've uncovered a lot of the game. There are a few secrets, but so far where I'm at is like the very lowest level of the ocean at the like main science facility, where like the main scientific research was going in terms of like the anglerfish, and that's where I'm at right now. And I'm not the final facility where like I'm not gonna even try to explain anymore, because to be honest, I'm like kind of understanding, but I need to like orient my thoughts, because there's a lot happening in this game. It's a lot of like sci-fi, like, I mean, I wouldn't call it a horror game, but so far I would consider it like a thriller. But yeah, there's a lot of like weird sci-fi stuff, like what it means to be human, what it means to like transfer consciousness from a human to a robot or to a machine. What exactly does that mean? Is that thing a real person? If you make copies of a consciousness, is that a real person? Is it worth it to continue on or to attempt to continue on as a race when the world is like gone? A lot of like kind of deep, thoughtful stuff in this game. So again, not super scary, but this is really thought-provoking, which tends to be the type of thing I like. I mean, don't get me wrong, I like very scary games, but, you know, super scary games, in my opinion, don't tend to be quite as thought-provoking as, like, something thrillerish, because it's attempting to make you think about something. If you watched our podcast, we actually talked about, or me and my buddy Phoenix played the game he'd been wanting me to play, called Returnal, and that game, in terms of, like, thematics, I don't know if that's a word, thematic, in terms of theme, very much reminds me of this game in terms of like this, you know, it wanted you to think about things. Okay. Should I just climb in there? Oh, there's something else. Oh shoot. Game's deep. I just wanted to prepare to understand when the climax happened. Yeah, like spooky games. Yeah, so basically, with the help of this former scientist named Catherine, she's joined me on my journey, because when you find her at the beginning of this game, she's in a robot form. And basically she's the one behind, like, because they were, her and her science crew were trying to create like an ark where because Earth had ended and civilization was gone, they were trying to all of the humans that were undersea that were still remaining, which her goal was, is she was trying to take everyone's consciousness, put it on like hard drives or put it on a ship, and to send the Ark ship out into space to try and inhabit another planet to recreate civilization. So that's basically what I'm trying to do now, is I'm trying to figure out what is going on with this WoW, which the WoW is the artificial intelligence in the game that's like trying to figure out what exactly its goal is, because we know what Catherine and the primary scientist's goal was to, you know, recreate life on a different planet, but the WoW's goal was similar, where it was similar, where it's trying to continue on with civilization and life in its own way by like genetically fusing humans with whatever this other ocean consciousness tech stuff it had. So basically, Catherine and WoW are trying to do the same thing. They're both trying to be beneficial towards the human race and keep it continuing on, but just how each sentience is going about it are both drastically different. One more horrifying, and the other one still horrifying, but I don't know. The WoW in this game is definitely perceived to be the villain, even though I'm not quite sure Catherine is. She's not really a protagonist either, in my opinion. Neither of them are like, I don't know. It's interesting though. So again, we're trying to finish Catherine's plan by sending this Ark back out into space, because it crash landed before it can make it out of the ocean. So we're trying to find her Ark, send it back into space, and figure out what the WoW, or avoid the WoW, and trying to figure out what exactly it has planned for us. The game's deep. I just want to be prepared to understand when the climax happens. This one is tough. Looks fun and involved. I wouldn't say this game's tough. It hasn't been tough yet, in my opinion. There actually hasn't been any combat at all. There's no combat in this game. It's very much a walking simulator, kind of, with some puzzles and some other things. It's a lot of like sneaking around and avoiding creatures. Site Alpha. Tough isn't cool. Oh yeah, it's definitely cool. Like I'm a sci-fi. I don't want to say a nerd. I'm sure there's people that are way bigger nerds, but like I love sci-fi, and this definitely is interesting. Did that thing just call me Simon? I thought his name was Jared, unless that's his last name. I almost didn't catch that. I didn't hear what name it called him. Oh, and basically, I guess, so you know who I'm playing as in the game. You're playing as, I think his name's Simon Jarrett? That might be his name. It's either Jarrett Simon or Simon Jarrett. But he basically was in the year 2015, was in a car accident, and it really messed up his like brain, and he was like dying. So he agreed to some weird science thing where they were gonna take his consciousness and save it, basically. They did that. They took his consciousness, saved it, and basically 100 years later, he kind of awoke here under the sea, you know, basically after civilization had went away. So I'll play until 11. I was really hoping to finish this game tonight. I've got to be towards the end. I would love to finish this. I honestly thought I would have been done by now.
Tell me what you want.
I need you to stop the WoW.
What? How?
The enslaved protein sloshing around your suit is the noose from which the WoW will hang itself.
What are you talking about?
As soon as I came to at Omicron, I tried to tell them to make the toxin that would make the WoW wither, but they didn't understand. They put it inside the cabinet. It was so infuriating. They needed to take it to Alpha. Fountainhead of the misery we created. And then the girl, she figured it out. She was going to take care of it, but the WoW shrieked. They all died. But you took the gel from the cabinet and made yourself into a venomous snake.
You're saying this toxin inside of me can kill the WoW altogether?
You are the snake, Simon. Now strike at the heart.
I have no idea who that was just talking. Nice, I'll get a snack, then me and my sister are watching. Oh, cool. Alright, so I'm gonna continue on. I have no idea who that was talking just now. He's been kind of in the background speaking the last few missions, but I assumed that was the WoW that was doing that. So it turns out that helping me in the background wasn't the WoW. Sounds like it was just some scientist that his consciousness got sucked up by the WoW. There he is, standing.
What the hell is that?
Heart. It controls all the structure gel on Pathos 2. All you need to do is poison the imprint, and the heart will unwillingly spread it across Pathos 2, killing it. Feed it, Simon. Push your arm into the heart.
Put my arm into the heart.
Come on.
Gross.
Do it.
Alright, if you say so. Again, it's not a big deal because he doesn't have a body.
I did what you wanted.
They're good, Simon, but you can't leave. The only way way to make sure the WoW stays dead is to destroy the only one who's immune to the new pattern. Don't worry, I'll make it quick.
So I think who that was I think that's the Johan guy. That's the sphincter. LOL, take your hand. Yeah. I'm pretty sure that was Johan. So that's like one of the other primary scientists actually in this room. Not that long ago. Oh, what happened? Where am I at? I don't know if I'm running from something or not. Yeah, that voice, that was, I don't know for sure, but I think it was like one of the other scientists that died. What's going on here? Pick me up and drop me off. Is that supposed to happen? In there. Alright, I think I escaped it. Okay. The expressway to the stars.
This has to be Phi, right? Hope the Ark made it here in one piece.
Lunchroom chat says you've always had glasses? Yep. Basically, I think I got my first pair in, like, middle school. Probably, like, 7th or 8th grade, I think is when I first moved to glasses. But yeah, ever since then, I've always worn glasses. Hey, trophies, Lunchroom says. I've definitely been less focused on trophies since getting a PS5, because I was so deep into it on the Xbox for such a long time that, like, I don't know. I feel like I'm behind the 8 ball now with PlayStation games.
Chris, what the hell happened to your arm?
It's complicated. I just need to know one thing. I'll have both my arms in the Ark, right?
Yes, of course. Are you okay, though? Can you do stuff?
Yeah. Let's just get this over with.
Did you say Chris
Did you find
or
the
Christ?
Ark?
I did, but I kind of lost it on my way here on an automated tram thing headed to Phi. So it should be around somewhere.
That's great. Let's go get it.
Like really hurt right now.
All right, Phi's up and running.
I could use some health or something. Yeah, on 360 gamer score was life, pretty much. And that was still that way through like the Xbox One generation. But
not really. For some reason, they didn't go through with the launch, so they took the Ark back to Tau.
I hope everything's okay with the space gun.
Yeah, I doubt I'll be able to repair one of those.
Loading dock. I'll go this way first. Oh, I can't go this way, so don't have my Omni tool right now.
This feels like the longest day of my life. Has it just been one day?
I have no idea. Our time together is a confusing patchwork of moments to me.
What time is it then? What day?
It's May 11th, 2104, 3:30 a.m., but I don't remember when we started.
Halo 3, Lencho in chat says, was the only game I got all the achievements for. I think I did quite a few games as well, but I don't know. I think like 6 or 7 games, if I remember correctly.
You know, I woke up in my bed today. It just happens to have happened 100 years ago.
Sounds like a riddle.
It does. I woke up in my bed today, 100 years ago. Who am I? Who am I?
Am I supposed to take that? Oh, there's a healing thing.
It's crazy to think where I am. Not only is this the future, it's in the middle of the sea. I know nothing of this time or what the world looks like.
Not much to brag about now. Before the comet, I guess it was okay.
Yeah. Better not oversell it. Might change my mind about the Ark.
You seriously not gonna tell me what happened to your arm?
I had to make a quick stop at Site Alpha to help kill the WoW.
What? How? Why?
Stop it from torturing the memory of humanity.
Okay, let's just get back to work.
Who is that?
Are you suggesting we keep it down here? Doesn't that defeat the whole purpose? Eternity among the stars, remember?
The people inside the Ark won't know the difference. We can just keep it down here, and we don't have to risk the Ark being shot through 5,000 meters of broken barrel, and then push through another 100,000 meters of a dust-filled atmosphere.
Will the casing stand all that pressure?
Well, the odds aren't great.
Catherine, say something.
I don't care what you think. I'm launching it.
No need to be like that. Let's just hang on to it for a while and think about it. We can launch it later.
No, that wasn't the deal. We needed to save them. To launch it. Out there, it's hope. Down here, it's a fucking terrarium waiting to die with the rest of us.
Come on, Catherine. It's not asking much. Let's just think about it before we risk the only hope humanity has to survive this hell.
No, we launch it today. This is my project, my Ark.
It's bigger than that. Don't you get it? It's not for you to decide. We're talking about the fate of mankind.
Get away from the Ark! I'm taking it.
No, you're not.
I'm not gonna let you ruin this.
Stop it!
Guys, calm down.
Get away from me! No!
What the fuck did you do?
It was an accident.
Catherine, talk to me. Catherine.
Oh, so this is Catherine.
Oh, God. Catherine.
Did you say something?
It's you. You had an accident.
What do you... Oh. You mean Catherine. Don't worry, it's better this way.
Ah, that's her body.
How did she die?
You got into a fight with your colleagues. They didn't want to risk launching the Ark. Thought it might not make it through the atmosphere.
They killed me?
I'm sure it was an accident. They were just trying to stop you from launching.
Yikes.
How could they kill me?
Kat,
I know I'm not an easy person to like. I just thought they trusted me.
come on. Don't do this to yourself.
Did you have friends in Toronto, Simon? Real friends?
There was some. Jesse, Sean, Kevin.
I always wanted a friend. Like a real one. Someone you'd never
Ooh,
hold
she's the
back
one
with.
in the computer.
I'll be
Yeah.
your friend.
Oh, pity friendship?
So
Now I
basically,
feel
she
even
was
worse.
a part of this group down here. Really, she was the main scientist behind the whole Ark.
Do you think the Ark will
Project.
make it through the atmosphere and into space?
And for
No,
some
this doesn't
reason,
matter
her crew
anymore. We
turned
just
on
need to
her. I'm
try.
not quite sure why.
If we burn, we burn. If we're lucky, we just gave humanity a new chance, a whole new era. With the Ark on Earth, maybe we have a few decades of power to keep it running. In space, we have thousands of years.
Come on, this guy's
Still,
Canadian.
one hell of a gamble, though.
This was never about certainty.
Yeah, he's from
It's about
Toronto,
hope.
I think is what he said.
I think I found the assembly space.
What do you see?
It's like a huge open shell, a bullet ready to be loaded.
That's great. All prepared for the Ark.
On it.
Almost done here. Supposed to do something with this? Do I need to put something in there? I don't know what I'm doing. Payload detected. Payload bay closing. Project sealed.
Is that it?
I'm really not that familiar with guns of any size. Oh, here we go. All systems say go.
Lock and load.
Combat gun, and we'll head out to the gun.
Now what?
Now we just need to get the shell into the gun and then, kaboom.
Aren't you forgetting something? How are you gonna get us on board the Ark? Don't we need to make another scan?
Oh, don't you worry. You don't operate something like the Omega space gun with your bare hands.
You mean it's a pilot seat? Like back at Omicron?
Yes, and we can use it to transfer you to the Ark while operating the gun. 2 birds and all that. Now, take the Omnitool and plug it in next to the seat and I'll guide you through the final steps.
Okay, so where do I go now?
A satellite is loaded into a shell. The shell is accelerated by electromagnets along the barrel. Enough momentum to escape Earth's gravity is gained before regression. Reaching space, the satellite will shed the shell and unfold. Onboard thrusters settle the satellite into an orbit.
The one thing is, question WoW. Seeing as how the WoW actually is trying to also save civilization or the human race, at this point that's impossible now for the WoW because every human has died. With, what's her name dying just now. So what exactly does the WoW have left to do? I mean, Catherine's plan can still be achieved because hers never required bodies who needs consciousnesses. I don't know. We'll continue.
I'll never get used to that.
Guess you won't have to. Not after this is over.
Right. Have a seat.
Have a seat. Why don't you have a seat? Have a seat right away.
Comfortable?
As good as it's gonna get.
Okay, I'll activate the seat. You should be able to use the machines to load the bullet you assembled.
How do you operate this thing?
Don't know, I never tried this one. But pilot seats are notoriously easy to use, so it shouldn't be a problem.
Oh, here it is. Oh, I gotta put it in. Notoriously easy.
Okay, ready when you are. Just hit the button and we're off.
But we need to transfer our minds to the Ark.
We also need to make sure it launches at all, so I tied them to a single switch. Just push the button and we're off.
Here we go. No turning back.
Thank you, Simon.
Don't mention it.
It's an amazing thing you did. And I want you to know I appreciate it.
She's gonna turn on.
Time, 20 seconds.
What's the matter with the upload?
Just give it a second.
Thought you guys would have better bandwidth than that.
10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6.
You gotta be kidding me!
5, 4, 3.
Come on, load!
2.
Yes! Yeah, we made it! Woo! still here. It's still here. Catherine? Catherine?
I'm here.
What the hell happened? What went wrong?
Nothing. They're out there, among the stars. We're here.
No. We were getting on the Ark. I saw it. It finished loading just before it
I bet
launched.
you copies of them.
Yeah, I saw.
Then why are we still here?
Simon, I can't keep telling you how it works. You won't listen. You know why we're here. You were copied onto the Ark. You just didn't carry over. You lost the coin toss. We both did. Just like Simon at Omicron, just like the man who died in Toronto 100 years ago.
No. This is bullshit. We came all this way. We launched the Ark.
I know it sucks, but our copies are up there. Catherine and Simon are both safe on the Ark. Be happy for them.
Are you crazy? We're gonna die down here with those fuckers living at large on a spaceship. They're not us. They're not us.
I'm sorry you feel that way, Simon. I'm proud of what we did. We made sure that something of the hundreds of thousands of years of human history survives, that something lives on.
Fuck this. Fuck this. Fuck you. Fuck you, Catherine. You lied. And I believed in you. I trusted you. You said we're getting on the fucking Ark.
We are on the Ark, you idiot. I didn't lie. I can't be responsible for your goddamn ignorance.
Fuck! Catherine? Please don't leave me alone. Catherine? Catherine?
No. Oh shoot, that was the end? Wow. Yikes. I actually thought there would be one more small section. Oh man. So that was interesting. Once again, I won't try and get too deep on like talking about the game. I like to kind of save that for our podcast. But that was very interesting how that it went. Really sad. I mean, there wasn't really much good in this game, to be honest, in terms of like happiness. I mean, just about everything was all kind of sad and dark and depressing. This was definitely interesting. I think this is really unique. Lencho in chat says that was a satisfying twist, honestly. Yeah, I kind of agree. Kind of curious, so he got stuck down there, basically. I mean, again, he wasn't even in his own body. He was in like the dead body of someone else that she had like put his consciousness into. So to an extent, he really didn't exist, but his consciousness did. So again, it all ties back to that like sci-fi twist where like, was he, or is he still? I don't know. It's all like kind of up in the air, open for interpretation. Like, do you think he was a person at that time, even though he wasn't in his body? Was that copy that got put onto the Ark along with Catherine's copy? Are those forms of him? Are those like, I don't know. Interesting, very interesting. Definitely not a heck of a whole lot of action in the game. There's a lot of walking and kind of hiding, but that was interesting. I definitely feel like this is the kind of game that I kind of want to put a bunch of notes on and talk about for a while on our podcast. I definitely think that's something we'll do. Interesting. I guess for recommendations to anyone, if you want to play this game, I would say yeah. What's going on? Oh, there is one more section. Okay. Alright. I figured there would be one more part.
Whoa. Is this... Did it work?
Where did I wake up from? So this is another copy of Simon. Lencho in chat says, "You're the copy now." Well, as I was saying before, technically, you were a copy before. Technically, the original version of Simon died in Toronto, Canada in 2015, which is like 100 years prior to the events here. Or prior to the events of before. I don't know when this is taking place. I'm assuming this is a simulation. So I'm assuming that this is a copy of Simon that's on the Ark, and this is a simulation. This is just something he's like generated for himself to keep himself preoccupied or to get something to do. Because this doesn't look real at all. To me, this looks 100% simulation. Welcome. If you release or entered the Ark, this service is designed to give the developers... Yes, okay, so they just answered it. He is in the Ark right now. So this is a survey that I took earlier in the game.
Catherine?
Hey, it's Catherine. What up, girl?
Catherine! I can't believe we actually made it.
Well, we did.
I'm so relieved.
It's okay,
space.
Everything's all right now.
The world is doomed. Look like Adam and Eve, Garden of Eden reference, maybe. I can see that. This ending was bonkers? Yeah. Yeah, this is pretty weird. So I guess back to my thoughts is that before I was interrupted there. I was talking about whether I recommend this game. It's tough. I would say if you like sci-fi, this is definitely a recommendation, I think. I don't know. it's definitely weird. But yeah, if you're weird and you like sci-fi like me, I would definitely recommend this. It was only about 8 to 10 hours, I think it took me to beat it. But yeah, don't go in expecting a lot of action or combat or anything. It's a lot of walking and hiding type stuff. But yeah, I guess that's it. I'm done with SOMA. So definitely check in tomorrow, because I think I'm going to start my long-awaited stream of the game. Oh, I'm so tired, I forgot the name. Scorn. Going to be playing Scorn, so please check that out if you're interested in more Halloween, holiday kind of streaming or videos or anything. If you want more in-depth talk on SOMA, please do check out the EnteR ChazmaN Podcast, for that's where I definitely think this is something me and my buddy Phoenix, who's the one that recommended the game, that's where we will go more in depth on this and talk about it in more length. So yeah, check that out. That episode will be we'll be recording on the 30th. Hopefully I'm going to have it out on the 31st. Once again, yeah, that's it. So please do keep an eye out. I'll be starting scoring tomorrow. And yeah, I just want to say thank you, Lencho and Stream. Thanks for watching. It was good talking to you. Hopefully you can join back on some other streams. But yeah, thank you so much to everyone else. I love you guys. Hopefully you enjoyed that stream. And I can't wait to see you on the next EnteR ChazmaN. So thank you guys. Love you. Peace.